Okay. Hello everyone. Today I will have a media report and I will talk a topic that affects of us, the effect of social media news authenticity of public opinion. Okay. Firstly, let's start with a simple question. How many of you check social media for news? I think most of us do. A recent study found that about half of adults get news from social media. It's fast, it's easy, and it's everywhere. But there is have a big problem. Not all news on social media is true. Fake news and misinformation can spread very quickly. This is important because the news we can see shapes what we think and how we will feel about the world. So my presentation will explain how fake news on social media changes public opinion and why this is a big problem for everyone. Okay. Oh, okay. Now, let's look at some important ideas and theories. Firstly, what is news authenticity? It simply means the news is accurate, complete, and comes from the reliable sources. And when news is not authentic, it becomes misinformation. That's false information shared by mistake or disinformation. False information shared on purpose to lie. So now I will introduce some theories. One important theory is called agenda setting. This means the idea doesn't tell us what to think, but it tells us what to think about. On social media, the computer programs like decided what you see. I as a powerful agenda setter, they choose which stories are important. Okay. And the other theory is spiral of silence. Means if people think their opinion is unpopular, they will stay silent. On social media, if you only see posts everywhere everyone agrees with, you might be afraid to share a different idea. So finally, we have confirmation bias. This is a natural habit where we like information that agrees with what we already believe. Social media algorithm know this, so they show us more what we like, creating a filter bubble around us. Okay, now let's look at some data. Research from MIT University shows that false news on Twitter spreads 6 times faster than true news. Why? Because false news is often more novel and surprising, which makes people more likely to share it. So, and another study found that just 10% of users are responsible for sharing 60% of the fake news on Facebook. This shows that the problem is often made worse by a small number of people. So, what does this data tell us? I think it proves that the design of social media platforms, specifically the algorithms that reward shocking content actively, helps force information win over the truth. Okay. This isn't just about data, and I will have two real consequences. Let me give you two examples. Okay, the first case is the COVID-19 pandemic. During this time, social media was full of false claims, like viruses have a hoax or that dangerous chemicals could cure it. One report found that a majority of anti-vaccine content came from a very small number of accounts. The result, people who believe this misinformation were less likely to get vaccinated, which led to more people getting sick and dying. Okay. My second case is the 2020 US election. After the election, lies about election fraud was shared a million of times on social media. This led many people to believe election was stolen. This loss of trust had a terrible real world result. The attack on the U.S. Capitol building on January 6th. This shows clearly how online lies can lead to offline violence. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So in conclusion, the lack of news authenticity on social media is a major problem. It confuses the public, makes our society more divided, and errors, errors trust in government, science, and the media. What does this means for the field of mass communication? It means we are facing a huge challenge. Oh, okay. Uh, the old model of news sources sharing verified news is gone. Now everyone is a broadcaster. This creates a responsibility for platforms to be more transparent and prioritize truth. Journalists and creators to be even more ethical for us, the audience, to be more critical consumers for information. If we want to have a healthy society, we need have a healthy flow of information. Improving social media news authenticity is not just a technical problem. It is essential for the future of public communication and democracy itself. Okay. Thank you for your time. That's my presentation is all.